Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome along to Rapid Racing Extra. We are live with the Rapid Racing League season opener in Bahrain. You're watching the European Div 3 lads go around for qualifying. We are just about to get underway here with Q1 to find out who's going to go through to Q2. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Scott. I'm your commentator for this evening. This is brought to you by Sully Shirts. You're not properly dressed until you're wearing a Sully's, and we've already got cars out on track. So let's get some options up on the board. It's Bahrain. If you want to watch Div 1 boys, they are live just now on Rapid Racing League Twitch. Just search for Rapid Racing League, no spaces, and you should be able to find them. So let's get some telemetry on the board and some lap data as well, and we'll see who we've got out on track. We've got Roofer number 1. He's our first car out on track. And we've got Cowley out there as well. We've got a few of the guys coming out. It's going to be a fantastic session. So, here is the plan for this evening. We'll have Q1, followed by Q2 and Q3 to find the grid for a 50% race that will closely follow this. Bahrain is a very difficult track, especially when it's under the lights and there's very tough corners. Getting the lap time out of the car can be very difficult, but it is certainly possible. And for a man like Cowley driving that Mercedes, although it's equal performance, it's still a very, very nice car to drive. And I can't wait to find out who's going to be our first pole sitter of the season. I was involved in the practice session just before this, and I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be very, very close. There's at least 5 people that I can see taking this championship, and I think we're going to have a few different winners across the season as well. Some of the new rules for the Div 3 lads that we've maybe not seen from them before are, we've got dynamic weather, so weather could play a factor in this as well, and also the full qualifying, so it's a little bit longer sessions for them, and they'll have a little bit more strategy choice as well. So, what we're going to do is we're going to jump on board for a lap with Cowley EU, and we're going to talk you through it as he comes across the line to start his first flying lap on this off-compound tyre, straight up into 8th gear, braking at the 100-metre board. Gets it right on the apex, a little bit over the curb, but dodgy on the exit. Not too bad. Lifts through turn 2, to lose a little bit of time there. DRS snaps open on the Mercedes, and the run up to turn 4 is yellow flag in sector 1. And there, misses the apex a little bit. Can he get the power down early? Yeah, he does pretty well as we come through turn 5 and 6. Little bit missing the apex there, nails it on 6. Oh, don't invalidate there. Just a little bit of time from that one. I'm sure they want another go at this, but for our opening lap, it's not too bad. Gets the power down now. This is a really tricky corner to get the braking right, hit the braking zone properly, get the car turned in, hits the apex. That's a pretty good way to do it. Second DRS onto the lap, it snaps open as we go along the so-called back straight here in Bahrain. Down, brakes at the 50-metre board, hits the apex well, eases off the power to avoid invalidating. Now, turn 12, really difficult not to spin the car here. You don't want to be DNFing and starting from the back of the grid. Pretty well done through there. Down the straight now towards the final corner of the lap. This should give us our benchmark for Q1. Around the final corner, gets the apex nice and well, power down on the exit. Power straight towards the line, DRS snaps open. What is our fastest lap going to be? It's a 1:29.4. And that is the time to beat from Cowley, a bounding room. He's coming around. Rapid Mullet goes 1:29.6. That's the fastest lap. He goes slightly quicker. Who else have we got on a lap? We've got Roofer. He is just starting a lap then. Dr. Jono in the Alpha. He'll be very happy with that. AMG Vader goes second with a 1:28.2. Rounding Room goes second with a 1:28.0. So Mullet still on provisional pole, so to speak. But that'll come down to the top 10 shootout a bit later on. We've got Zombies, 1:29.5, good enough for P5 then. Dr. John will be starting his lap very shortly. AMG Vader gets a lap in there too. Who else? Who have we got on the final lap? We've got JTS. He comes round. Can he nail that apex? Not quite, but carries a lot more speed through there than we saw Kelly, so anything is possible. The dreaded turn 10 here at Bahrain, you have to get the braking right. Can he get the braking right? As Luke Alsop goes second with a 1:28.0. There is not much separating second, third and fourth here. Less than a tenth of a second. JTS does really, really well on getting the power down there on the straight. Misses the apex slightly, but carries a bit of speed on the exit of the corner. Now, up through turn 12. Ooh, if we got to validate, I think someone's out already. It is Kenty. Has smashed the wall at the dreaded turn 12. I seen the tyre on the track there, so he will be starting from the back of the grid. We'll just quickly go back to GTS as he finishes his lap on the last corner. I want to add the track map on. There we go, I can see if we validate the lap, that will help. Oh! Careful, 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 boys. On the pit entry, very, very quick there. Stewart's maybe taking a look at that from GTS, and I think it was one of the McLarens. It was Adora's. Yeah, that's certainly something the stewards might look at. Rapid handle, I will refer that to yourself later on, just to see what you thought of that, just to be careful on the entry. Who is on a flying lap? I think Kawasaki has left his ERS on because he's just finished the lap, sorry. My mistake. We've got Rapid Franco. He's on a flying lap. Coming down the last straight towards the last corner. Can he set a time then? Let's have a look and see what he can do. Brakes roughly where the 100 metre board would have been if someone hadn't taken it out. Round the last, power to the line. What is Rapid Franco going to be able to do? Good enough for P6, 128.5. Still Rapid Mullet then. In the lead with a 127.6 and probably safely through to Q2. Shame for Kenty on his first showing. He is out in Q1 and he'll be starting from the back of the grid. So, Mullet leads from Alsop. From Abounding Room, Zani then in P4, AMG Vader in P5, Rapid Franco. The two Aston Martins then, P6 and P7, Assassin Ghost, his teammate there, Bridgie 16 and P8, Cowley P9 and Zombies P10. That's our top 10 at the moment. Remember, the bottom, well, it'll be the bottom 4. 3 still to go out because Kenty is off, so he will be out already, and another 3 will be joining him. Who will it be at the moment? It will be Dr. Jono, FGE Bull, and I'm RJ, but they are yet to set their laps, and I know they're quick. I have raced against them before. Most of the guys gone back in the pits, perhaps just to see if they'll be safe and through or not. We're right on board then with Dr. Jono as he's on his flying lap. So he's round turn 4, 5, and round 6. Can he keep the power down? He does. Hits the apex on that one. Stays well clear of the exit curbs. And there into that corner. Does really, really well to keep it at the apex. Can he go round into turn 10 and nail this braking zone? Pretty well done there from the Doctor. Powers down, DRS snaps open on the Alpha. This is looking like a tasty lap time. So there, sticks the power down, careful not to invalidate. He's got away with it there. Tail wheel still on the track, turn 12 really difficult. Try Kenty in, but you can see his tyre there on stream just gently on the edge of the track there. There's a yellow flag in sector 2, but that's okay. I think it's just someone moving out of the way. I'll flying lap then. Dr. Jono round the last and power to the line. Very, very neat lap then for most of it. Across the line for Dr. Jono. Good enough for P9. 128.9. Will that be safe once the track rubber's in? We take some fuel out the car, fresh set of boots. I'm sure we will be finding out. I'm very, very intrigued to know. FGE Bull then, 127.8. That's the closest anyone's got to Millet. Only the second driver to get into the 127s today. I'm RJ then. He goes into P7. 128.4. Who have we got? The only two that haven't set a valid lap yet are Adoras. Again, a man that could be on for a championship this season. And JTS. So these two then coming round on their flying laps. JTS will cross the line first, so we'll stay on board with him for the moment. Last corner, brakes, roughly about 75 metres before it. Hits the apex, can he get the power down? It was looking a bit out of shape. DRS open, across the line. It's a 131.3 and won't be safe as it stands. What can Adoras do here as he comes down towards the line? DRS open. P6. 128.1. Interesting. So then, everyone has set a lap time now, a valid lap time, apart from Kenzie, of course. Very sad to see him DNF in here in Q1. According to my screen, we have 7 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first part of our qualifying session. P15 and up. You are going out. Kawasaki at the moment is the man in danger. He's on an outlap. GTS, he's also in danger. What can we do about it? Let's have a look and see then. Abounding room, P4. In fact, most of the guys in the pits are on an outlap. Oh, the two McLarens have come together. Adoraz has hit Kawasaki in the back. We just caught that on the stream. Again, that's going to be one for the steward. Adoraz is on a flying lap, it would seem. Still, you don't want to be running into the back of your teammate and nearly putting him in the wall. Yeah, again, Rapid Hendo, I will refer that one to you. Goes wide, probably should have invalidated there. Hasn't, goes wide again, hasn't invalidated either, so he's got away with 2. As we come down towards the last. Still only got 2, his wheels on the track to cut the corner there. Yeah, that's an invalidation from Adoraz. Bit of a scrappy lap then for him. Was he put off by the tap with Cowley? He certainly would have been. But yeah, we'll need to. A couple of things already then in qualifying that we'll need to take a look at. I'll refer that one to the head honcho, Rapid Hendo. He is one of the stewards for the division. I'm sure the guys have clipped it as well as instructed. Abounding room, he's on a flying lap. It's invalid though. So, let's have a look. Right, Dr. Jono, is he on a flying lap? According to his data, yeah, he should be. Yeah, snapped open. This has been pretty much depleted though. I'll come back to Dr. Jono in a moment. I'm at Bridgie. Yeah, he is on a flying lap and we'll cross the line quicker. Again, sort of struggling then with turn 10. It is a really difficult corner. You do have to practice that a lot. 1:29.2 is his current best. Can he improve on that? Misses the apex slightly on that lap, but still kept the speed going. Around turn 12, careful not to lose the rear end. Using the exit curb before just to straighten the car up on the exit. Power down early then. Straight down towards the last corner. What can Bridgie do? He's going to brake around about the sort of 70 metre mark. Wait on the brakes into the last corner. Powers it straight towards the line. Comes across the exit curve. DRS snaps open. He's not improved on his lap time there. He's not improved really. Is he going to go for a second flying lap? We'll come back to him in a moment. Zombies. He is a man who's on a flying lap in that Ferrari. Find it a difficult car to drive, but of course it's a Ferrari. Everybody's a Ferrari fan, as said Vettel once said. Thank you to the 18 viewers in the chat. Oh, Zombies getting a little bit squirrely through there. He's still going, not validated it yet though. As I was saying, thank you to the 18 viewers currently. Thank you for joining us. This is the Div 3 European lads around Bahrain, the season opener here in qualifying. If you want to go and watch the Division 1 lads battle it out the fastest of the fast here in Rapid Racing League, you can watch them over at twitch.tv/Rapid Racing League. Just runs out of ERS at the end there, 1:28.7 for Zombies. He's in P10 there at the moment. That was a pretty not bad lap from Kawasaki. This is a man that does need to improve then. Well, not necessarily at the moment, but he will want to. Around turn 10 it is. DRS snaps open on that McLaren as he goes down the back straight. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. I think that was just the Aston Martin getting out the way of the Ferrari that was going through. We'll stay on board there with Kawasaki. Can he keep the power down? He's about halfway down around that corner. Careful not to invalidate. A little bit slow through there. Probably could have a bit more speed. Has he backed out? Yeah, he's backed out of this lap. I think he knows it's just challenge a bit of the ERS a bit more. See what happens. The Haas then of Riffer number 1. Certainly a man who knows has pace in pocket. What can he do now? Around the last corner, all his ERS is going to be depleted, I think, before the line. Power down early. Pin it to the ground. Nope, he's boxing. Oh, Adoraz then. Can he finally get a decent flying lap in? He is currently P6, so he's had a decent lap in, but one perhaps interrupted is what he's looking for. make a statement if nothing else. Don't want to burn up these tyres too much. You don't want to use a few other sets as well, because it can leave you a little bit vulnerable towards the end of qualifying at the end of Q3. So then, turn 10 here at Bahrain, what can he do? He struggled at this one before, keeps it nice and tidy on the power early, brilliant DRS snaps open on the McLaren. Anyone else get deja vu from me saying that? Well, there you are. Down towards, there we go, snapped right onto the apex there, 50 metre braking. That was beautiful from him. Can I keep the power down? Oh, slightly. Pretty good through turn 12. That's a really difficult corner. One more corner to go then after the bit of the back straight, second back straight if you will, here at Bahrain. Right on the brakes into the last corner, nails the apex using the exit curb. What can you do now? It's going to be close. 1:27.9, so he does go P3, just half a tenth quicker than Luke Alsop. With a mullet then, looking comfortable, 1:27.6, he'll be feeling absolutely great, and knowing that he only had to do one lap essentially in qualifying 1. I'm RJ. Has had a spin at turn 12, does he have any damage? That is what I'll be looking to find out. To 8 in the AlphaTauri. We've done really well in the Division 4 series last year. That's fantastic. A minute to go then, so you have to get the times in, lads. GTS, Roofer, Bridgie, you guys are going to have to get a move on with it. And also anyone else that wants to feel like they need a better lap in as well. GTS is back down. He needs to be quick around here. He needs to pick the pace up a little bit if he wants to get out of Q1, because at the moment it's not looking likely for him. Roofer is on that lap, so you will have time to get to the line and start a flying lap. Bridgie has started his lap. Let's stay on board with him then. He is currently P15. He could knock a couple of people down into the relegation zone, elimination zone, depending on where you are in the world. S-curve we call it here in Bahrain. Pretty good through there. Lifts off a little bit, trying to avoid the rear end slipping out. Depending on how you set the car up. Again, we talk about it a lot. Turn 10 in Bahrain is a really difficult one, but when you get it right, there is a lot of lap time to be gained into there. But hot hits the apex. Curb lifts the car up slightly, and that is the end of Q1. The flag drops, so have to make it count if you're going to make it count now. GTS is out, his qualifying is over, and he is out in Q1 along with Kente, who DNF'd early on in the session. Rapid Franco, he's in P9, he will be through, as is I'm RJ. Staying with Bridgie, and we've got Roofer behind him as well, so we've got those two to look out for in the closing stages of this qualifying 1 session. Now, down towards the line, P14, he's just through. How about Roofer? What can he do now? Also got Kawasaki, so we've got 2 more guys to cross the line. This could get interesting at the end of Q1. Roofer, 1 corner to go in the Haas, brakes, nails the apex, power early, not too bad. He's going to run out of ERS just before the line. He's boxing. He is boxing. So then, he is out of Q1. Kawasaki then, he goes on his flying lap. Don't have to worry anymore. He has bailed out of that one. So, only the man on the lap is Dr. John. According to my screen here, I think that might be a little glitch in the game because he joined slightly later, I think, due to an incident or something that happened in the lobby. However, he will have a few extra minutes to complete a lap, so we'll stay on board with him through there, really pushing his Alfa Romeo. We know he likes that car, we know he misses Kimi Räikkönen as well. Told me he's going to be supporting Danny Rick next season. Can't complain about that. Hopefully he can get another win, that'll keep John all happy. And then DRS snaps open on the Alfa. Just change a little bit of the camera view then, just to give you all a view of that beautiful livery. Has to be said, it is a nice one. So round 2, turn 12, can he make it stick onto the apex? Uses the runoff. That wheel just staying in the middle of the track from poor Kenty's accent earlier on. 1 corner to go for Dr. Jono. Can he make a statement? He will be through to Q2 regardless. However, the top 10 only go through from that, so he'll be looking to put a marker down for Q2. Dr. Jono. That is the end of Q1. So, we'll tell you who we lost in that session in just a moment when it pops up on my screen. Have a mullet then. Fastest in the first session. 1:27.6 was the time to beat. So, who have we lost? We've lost roofer number 1 in the Haas. Just too slow for to miss out on that P15 slot. Kawasaki is safe then through to Q2. JTS in the Red Bull, again 1:30.2, so not too far off of Roofer's time, and poor Kenty didn't even get 1 lap in. Pushing too hard too early, and that is the result of that. Q2 is coming your way next, and very, very shortly. Something to note, guys, this is the first time that we have done full qualifying for Division 3. So strategy will be a big thing in this session. A lot of these drivers could potentially choose to go into mediums just to give them that little bit of longevity at the start of the race. If there's a safety car, etc. early on, they could be laughing in the faces of the soft tyre runners. If you're in this session, it probably is worth going out for a lap on mediums just to see where you are, and then if you do need to go through, or if you do want to start the race on softs, as that is your chosen strategy, then you can do that. 50% race round here, not as long, of course, as 100%. However, it is a killer on the tyres if you're pushing very hard. So we could see a lot of one-stop strategies, soft to hard, or we could play it safe and go with the mediums and the hards. We could even see a couple of two-stop strategies, depending on who wants to chance it. We've got a lot of cars diving out early. Q2 is just about to start. This is Rapid Racing League's season opener in Bahrain. Just a reminder, this is the Division 3 lads getting their season underway. If you want to watch Division 1, it is live now on the main channel, Rapid Racing League, here on Twitch. They are with their host Ryan, their commentator. He will talk you through exactly what's going on there. Or if you want, open a second tab. If you feel like multitasking, you can watch along and see the difference between Division 3 and Division 1. The lap times will be following in that one as we speak. So, we've got Adoraz, Dr. Jono, Cowley, Luke Alsop, FGE Bull and Kawasaki as we speak on outlaps at the moment. Jono letting the McLaren past. A little bit of gamesmanship going on perhaps. See what we can do, but Luke Alsop, they just want to get those alphas together. So does Jono feel he needs a toll from Luke to try and help him get through into Q3 now? That will be certainly interesting anyway. So let's have a look at the tyres then. So Dr. Jono, Cowley, Rapid Franco, Luke Alsop and Bridgie choosing to go with the soft straight away. Everyone else then on the medium. This is the strategy we were talking about briefly earlier. Luke's got his recharge on, that's why he's blinking. So you'd expect the soft tyres to be slightly quicker than here, but then I guess we will see. Interesting that Kawasaki's chosen to go onto the medium. Dr. Jono's going in front of his teammate then. So switching it around. Watch this from Luke's point of view as they both go on to start their flying laps. Let's get some telemetry on, some lap data enabled as well. Across the line to start their flying laps then. A couple of cars out. I want to stay on board with these two alphas. They'll win each other along, so Luke also will be getting the benefit of the toll, but it may harm him sort of less of downforce, with a loss of downforce through the corners, particularly in sector 2. And you don't want to have a loss of downforce through turn 12. Kenty will attest to that. He is out in Q1. Dr. Jono there coming round, closely followed. Cowley's on that lap as well. This is Adoraz. Oh, we've had a spinner, and it is Dr. Jono. Too early on the power then. That is going to be one unhappy doctor. Unfortunately, he's just trying to get out of the way of other people then. Flag is for Dr. Jono. Adoraz then on the medium tyre. Has look. Oh, we've had another spinner. Yeah, it's Kelly EU in the Mercedes at turn 12. Like I said, potentially following just too close to the car in front. FGE build then 128.6 on the medium compound tyre. That is a time to beat. I expect the soft runners will be looking to beat that. I think McCallsop may be able to do it as he comes across the line. Second place then for Adoraz, 129.0. Kawasaki goes third with a 131.5. McCallsop does go into the 127s now, 127.9. So, as it stands, he will be through to Q3 in the top 10 shootout. Who's going to get our first pole? They'll flag in sector 1. And it is Adoraz driving slow to let everyone pass. Good race etiquette from there. Dr. Jono does start a flying lap again then. Can he deliver something a little bit more special than the last lap? He doesn't want to spin there again, but it can happen. I've done it myself when you get on the power too early there. There has been a spinner though. Nope, never mind. It's just someone out the way. I thought I'd caught something, but luckily everyone is still pointing in the right direction. Dr. Jono, this is where he had his spin last time. Yeah, through there from him there. He's going to hit some traffic there. Adoraz kind of sitting on the racing line a little bit, but I digress. As we go through with Dr. Jono now, we get a little bit of a tow from the car in front. As we know in sector 2 that again it's just the cars letting everyone get past. So for the most part, no other yellow flags. We could be spinning. A few cars on their laps yet to start their flying laps. Dr. Jono just keeps it in track limits. Now it does say when purple sector 2, but we know what Cody's is like. These glitches say that everyone was purple sector 2. Cars running wide everywhere, trying to get out of the way of Jono as he comes round on his flying lap. What is he going to be able to do? It is going to be a 127.929. And it's not far off his teammate. The Alpha is absolutely storming Q2 at the moment, albeit on the soft compound tyre. Where is our man, Rapid Millet? He has not set a fast lap yet, but he is on the medium compound tyre. So will he be able to match his previous best time, which was around about a 127? Logic would say on the medium, possibly not, but still probably comfortable enough to get into the top 10. We've got a few cars that have yet to set a time. That is Rapid Mullet, that is Zani, Zombies, and I'm RJ. So, RJ is on the lap just now, I think, yep, invalidated. As has Zombies, he's on his out lap though. Zani, here's a man that is on a quick lap, not invalidated so far. Let's hope it's not the commentator's curse. Around that corner then, can he get the power down? He can. Maybe a car in low fuel mode. Yet there is a car in low fuel mode. It might be Dr. Jono. We'll go with that for now. Stay above with Zani. He is absolutely flying here on the medium compound tyre. Can he get himself up into that top 10? His first valid lap of the session breaks at the 15 metre board. That's late braking for the mediums. Really well done. Early on the power, using the shape of the track around the final corner. Get as much acceleration as you can. Straight to the line. Good enough for P8. 129 dead. That is pretty quick with mediums. Bridgie in there at P7. He's got a few medium runners in front of him. He'll be looking to potentially go again. Someone like Cowley and Kawasaki will definitely need to go again. I would imagine Kawasaki will be coming in and swapping them out for some soft compound tyres, trying to get himself through into Q3. Potentially speak to a teammate and see if he can sort out a bit of a toll down the main straight, but all fun and games. Most of the field then in the box. I just want to check, is it Dr. Jono? Yeah, he's in low fuel mode coming the last. So, as most people dive into the pits, get some new tyres, think about, right, what tyres do I want to start the Grand Prix on? What is going to give me the best advantage to take maximum points I can from this race? Everyone will be thinking, looking at the data, can I go faster than that? Am I happy to start in the medium? You've had a disadvantage at the start. How's it going to work? Not a very rapid mark. He's on a quick lap. So, still moving him for the moment. Ooh, bit squirrely through turn 10, but not too bad on the exit curve there. Not too bad. It did straighten up a little bit. Straight now towards the end of the straight, brakes at the 50-metre board, clips the apex, just exactly how you want to take that corner. Through turn 12 then we go, using the exit curve to perfection. Again, it says purple sector 2, that could be legit, but you never know. Like I say, it is Cody's, we know what they're like. Apologies to those who suffered from the maintenance earlier. I know many of us want to get some practice in for our season. We were worried it wasn't going to be able to start in time, but luckily it has. No, it does improve. 128 then on the medium compound, up to P7. Cowley, 157. What happened there? I'm not taking to the runoff, probably to avoid going to low fuel mode. As long as you don't impede anyone else, I don't see an issue with it. Although, it's not up to me, that is up to the steward. Cowley EU just said he went purple sector 1. Could be correct, but we never know. I think of Kawasaki on his out lap there. RJ's in the pits. He's done a lap. He's not set a valid lap time though. Neither has Zombies. So these two guys will be looking to set some times on the board. Only 5 minutes left to do it. RJ then opting to go for the soft compound tire. Zombies is coming into the box. Kelly EU has DNF'd from the session, and he will be out as it stands. Where has he been? Same place, turn 12. As your tyres get worn out, as you're losing downforce through there, the V-Round can go, and it just puts you straight into the inside wall, and there's just no chance you're coming out of that without a DNF most of the time, 9 times out of 10. However, very sad for Kelly there in the back. He is out in Q2 in just over 4 minutes time. We'll find out who is going to be joining him. The man I really want to watch is RJ. He is leaving the pit, so I will be watching his lap start to finish, just to see what we can do. Bridgie 16, he's on an invalidated lap then. What about Kawasaki? He is on a flying lap on those soft compound tyres up towards turn 4. Hit the apex, really well done. Power early on that corner. You can use as much the runoff as you want through there, basically, as long as you keep at least one of the tyres on the white line. Pretty forgiving, those track limits there. Misses the apex of that one. Car straight on the power. Pretty well done there from Kawasaki. He is in the elimination zone, so he'll be wanting to get this turn 10 right, and he does. Early on the power, using the exit curve. DRS snaps open on the McLaren. Swear jar to count exactly how many times I've said that this evening. I'm sure quite a few more. So then, go to turn 12, the one where everyone seems to be getting it wrong. Kawasaki gets it quite right. This is the apex there. One more corner to go then, Cal. What kind of lap can we deliver? It's going to need to be a good one to get yourself into the top 10 shootout, because as it stands, you will be out in Q2. Power then down towards the line. Kawasaki, what can he do? Can he improve? He does improve, but not by enough. He needs to improve by over a second and a half. He's not got a lot of time. Hopefully he's fueled for a couple of runs. We'll see. He could be out in Q2. I'm RJ. This is the lap I wanted to watch. He needs to get a valid lap in. He's only really going to have one, possibly 2 bites at the cherry. So we'll stay on board then up towards turn 4, using all the wind of the track. Carries a lot of speed through there. That was really nice from RJ. It's not purple sector 1, but it's still a pretty good sector 1. Coming through this now. This is where Dr. John was from to get on power too early. RJ does not make the same mistake. Number 98 AlphaTauri. Going through there. Dr. John and Luke to Alpha still storming Q2. albeit on the soft compound tyre. A few of the guys gone back out on the softs now. RJ using all the track he can, brakes at the 50 metres, turns into the corner, power on. That's what you want now. Don't spin at turn 12. This is where everyone has been spinning. Oh, just keeps it. Right direction. But you will have gained a lot of time from doing that, so high risk, high reward, I guess. Down towards the final corner. RJ comes round. What kind of times are you going to set? Power straight down towards the line. Need to get a lap in, RJ. Yeah, P6. It is good enough for the top 10. Of course it is. A man very, very quick in Div 4 is also very, very quick in Div 3. Who else is on a flying lap then? About Cine, because he needs to be quick. Can he get himself up into the top 10? He is on the medium compound tyre. I don't think he's going to have enough time to get in and get out, so it might be this is it for him. Not good enough on this occasion for Zini. He will be out as it stands in Q2. Kawasaki, he is in the pits. Has he just given up? Yep, he's not got enough time, so he will be out. Alright, Zombies, he is on a flying lap, comes towards the end of it. Not good enough to get out of the bottom 5. So, as it stands, Bridgie will be out, Zini will be out, Zombies will be out, and Kawasaki will be out, joined by Kelly, who unfortunately put it in the wall at turn 12 here in Bahrain. This is looking tasty. But then feeling open to go out, checkered flag is about to fall, there it is. Jono then, look also up safely through as a rapid Franklin FGE Bill. Abounding room P8, so we'll talk you through the tyre strategies in just a moment as we're watching Zombies. He's not finished yet. He's on the soft compound tyre. Does he think he can go quicker? Needs to be at 128.824 or quicker. CRS depleted. This could be his last, but this will be his last chance for qualifying. 12, push it, push it, push it. Stays as flat as he can through there on the brakes. Can he get the apex? Just misses it, but does pretty well instead. On the run, down towards the final corner for Zombies. It's do or die for him. Or do or undead, you take his username. Down towards the last then. Is it going to be quick enough? Unfortunately for Rapid Mullet, the man who went quickest in Q1, it was quick enough for Zombies. He is through to the top 10 shootout. Rapid Mullet is out in Q2. That was a surprise, ladies and gentlemen. That was a big, big surprise. Wow. So then, our bottom 5 has been decided. Rapid Mullet is out, as is Bridgie, as is Zini, Kawasaki, and Cowley EU. Everyone else through to the top 10 shootout. Vader says he's in the pits. That's interesting. As we're waiting on. So then, Dr. Jono, Luke Allsop, Assassin Ghost, Adoraz, Rapid Ankle will all be starting on the soft compound tyre, as is Zombies and AMG Vader. FGE will and Abounding Room will be locked to that medium compound tyre for the start of the Grand Prix. Everyone else then that was out will have free tyre choice, so they have the most open strategy, although they will be at disadvantage being further back up the grid. Q3 will be coming your way very, very shortly. Don't forget to head over to the main channel, Rapid Racing League, and check out Division 1 as they are getting on their way. It's Dr. Jono and Luke Allsop, the two Alfa Romeos, setting the pace in Q2. 129.9 for them both. Only just under just under 3/100th of a second the difference between them. Q3 is on the way very, very shortly. Q3, the top 10 shootout. Who is going to be on pole for our first race of the season? Rapid Racing League European Division 3. We're live on Rapid Racing Extra. There is a Mercedes on the way out. AMG Vader nearly colliding with a McLaren in the pit lane then. So, we have 11.5 minutes to find out who is going to be on pole for the first race of the season. Let us get some detail in there, the telemetry on and the lap data, and then we'll close that away to try and give you a little bit of a better view. Top 10, everyone else is out, their positions locked in. It's the battle, the Red Bull taking to the runoff. Abounding Room wants to get on with it, it would seem. Don't worry about the invalidation on the outlap then. This is brought to you by Sully Shirts. You're not probably dressed until you're wearing a Sully's. Check them out. Red Bull does look beautiful, doesn't it? My engine sound as he cuts the traipsing through the desert like a wandering loner. I'm very, very keen to get on with this one, it would seem. But Franco, he's leaving the pit, so it's just I'm RJ then. The lone man sitting in his garage contemplating, how can I get pole? What can the strat be? He's made a decision, he's going for it. All of them will be on the soft compound tyre. Who's going to be the first man across the line then? It will be Luke Alsop as he starts his flying lap. Let's ride on board with him then. Carefully off tyre coming at the pits, he will be fine. Into turn 1, nails the apex. It's nice to ride on board with Luke, I don't think we've done that so far this evening. Nails the first couple of corners on the run down towards turn 4. Brakes just before the 50-metre board, nails the apex, stays on the power, hits the exit curb pretty well. Through the S's section then, of course goes purple sector 1, this will be the time to beat. Then towards here, so his teammate Dr. Jono now, he's moving up in the world, has spun earlier on, he nails that one. And 10, a little bit wide there, but not too bad, carries the speed. This is the exit curb, straight in the car, on the power, DRS snaps open, down DRS zone 2 of this lap, or technically zone 3, depending on how you want to count them. Turn 12, don't lose the rear end. This is where everyone else was, well that's where Kelly and Kenty were at in Q2 and Q1 respectively. Luke Alsop showing us exactly how it is done. He could be a candidate for pole position later today. And there, and the last corner, power towards the line. What is going to be the benchmark then? What is going to be provisional pole? 1:27.7 is the provisional pole time. McLaren coming across. 1:27.8 goes P2. Who's next? It is AMG Vader. Goes P3. The Alpine goes on to provisional pole. 1:27.3. 4/10 clear of Luke Alsop. That could take some beating. That was a hell of a lap from FGE Bull. The Aston Martin of Assassin 23 Ghost will be next. He is on an invalidated lap. He'll be closely followed then by Dr. Jono. What can he do? He'll be followed by Abounding Room. Oh, P5. Abounding Room goes P2, 1:27.6. Actually, you're looking pretty safe at the moment. But Ferrari Zombies coming around the last. What can he do then? Goes 1:28.1. He is in P6 at the moment. Rapid Franco is the next one to cross the line. Good enough for P5 for Rapid Franco. That's a pretty good lap from him. 1:27.9. First time into the 1:27s for him today. Assassin 23 Ghost then. And RJ, he's a man that will be looking to get a lap in. He's choosing to stick to that side of the circuit. Well, he probably wants a run of a tour to the line from Luke then as much as he can. He's probably jumped out of this one. He has. So Luke Alsop then boxes. Oh, but Assassin 23 Ghost, he hasn't invalidated and he is on a push lap. it would seem, according to all data. He's not got his DRS open, which kind of tells me he may not be on a push lap at the moment. Then FGE Bull is on provisional pole for the opener here in Bahrain. It's 1:27.3 the time to beat. It's going to take something pretty special, but as you know, if you take all the fuel out the car as much as you can, stick on a fresh set of boots and sling it around Bahrain, you can get pretty quick times, especially once the track is rubbered in. If you're willing to take the risk to go out at the end of the session, track's at its best, you can get a lot of grip from that. Certainly something I hope to do, but we will see. Rapid Franco, he'll be coming into the box to save those tyres. Obviously, we can't tell at the moment if they're fresh off the scrub set that everyone is using, but it's always good to keep these things secret. It gives us a bit of a surprise. Everyone in the box then thinking about, right, what do I need to do? The only two then that haven't set a valid lap time is Assassin 23 Ghost and I'm RJ. RJ has been struggling with that a little bit so far. He's had to set a few runs, put him a bit out of sync with everyone else throughout qualifying, so I'm sure he'll be looking to get a very quick lap in. If he leaves it too late, it could come back to haunt him. I wonder how the Div 1 lads are getting on across on Rapid Racing League. Please do go check them out. Rapid Racing League, Division 1 season opener. It's good to have the one at the same time. And you can come back tomorrow on Rapid Racing League. I believe it'll be on Rapid Racing League, however, don't quote me on that. For the Div 2 boys, European Div 2 boys around Bahrain again. Lots in Bahrain this week. FGB on an outlap, Luke Alsop on an outlap, Dr. Jono on an outlap. Alpha is playing the team game early on then. They'll have their eye on the Constructors' Championship. Of course, the drivers is important, but also so is the Constructors. And these two guys will be thinking about it. I think they have a little bit of gamesmanship going on. We've got RJ going past in the AlphaTauri. He'll be wanting to get an actual lap in so far. That has been a struggle for him. Everyone else then is on their outlap. It's going to be FGE Bull. Well, we're right on board with him then as he comes round down the last straight towards the final corner to start another lap. He is on provisional pole. Can he go quicker than his current lap time? It would be fascinating to see. DRS snatch open on the Williams. I thought it was an Alpine. I read the colour wrong. There we go. And towards the first corner. Nails that, unsettles the car a little bit. There's a Red Bull just off the line there. I might mention that to Hendel because that can really put people off if you're just sitting off the side of the track waiting for people to go past. It's not ideal. I might highlight a few of the incidents that have happened so far to him. Again, he's the head honcho, he builds the rules. He'll be able to give some extra clarification on that. We could call him Michael Massey, although after the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix that may come across as an insult. So I will not call him Michael Massey. He is not the race director. He is in fact the head honcho. I think he should change his name to Rapid Head Honcho, personally. But that'll probably take a lot of convincing from him. This has been a great lap from FGE Bull. I'm really sorry, I've just been rambling on through it. Up through turn 12 then, can he nail that car down? He has been flat out through there. That was fantastic, nails it there. Don't invalidate that, that was pretty well. Cody says purple sector 2, it very well could be for him. Down towards the last then. Brakes just before 50 metre board, nails the apex early on the power. Down towards the line, can he improve on his time? He does, 1:26.9, the first man to the 1:26s. That is a provisional pole time to be proud of. Congratulations to you, sir. That was a hell of a lap. A hell of a lap. Bounding room. He is on an invalidated lap, so I wonder if he's got a dis and mix that invalidation then. Look also up, he's on an invalidated lap. As is Adoraz. Is anyone on an actual lap? Yes, Zombies is on an actual lap. He is. So, comes up through turn 12. Careful to keep it out of the wall. Down towards the end of the straight. Don't invalidate that. You just have to lift off a little bit, as the zombies. The last corner. Down towards the line. Currently P8. Can he improve? Just down on his time then. Interesting. RJ, he is on a lap. It would seem the yellow in sector 1. So Ferrari's almost getting in the way of someone there. RJ will stumble with him then down through sector 2. Can he get himself higher than P9? I'd like to think so. You'd like to think so as well. Oh, careful not to invalidate there. You can also spin it on those cars pretty easily. Turn 12, he gets right. You have to spin there earlier, but it's not knocked his confidence, you can tell. And there, down towards the last corner, turn 14 here at Bahrain. Which can gain a lot of time. Careful not to invalidate if you're straight too wide there. Riding the exit curve, the entry curve if you want to call it that. Down towards the line, can RJ improve this time? 128.3 to beat. He does improve up to P7, 128.4. Unable to break in to the 127s then. 20 seconds left in the session. So if you want to get a lap in, you're going to have to be pretty quick about it. So Jono, what are you doing? You're letting the Ferrari past. Has it given you enough time to get to the line? It has not. Finding room. He's found himself wandering desert again. Interesting from the Red Bull. Don't want to call who's on pole as yet, because you just never know. MG Vader, he is on a flying lap. How about Assassin Ghost? He's on an invalidated lap. So unfortunately, it's going to be P10 for him. So it looks like then... Oh, we've got MG Vader going purple in sector 2. Again, that could be a bug from Cody's, but we never know as he winds his way down towards the last corner. Turn 14, there's yellow flag. I think someone might be just in low fuel mode then, or letting someone by. Down towards the line from Vader. Jumps up to P2. Not quick enough to take pole position. And RJ is over in a bounding room. His qualifying is over. So, congratulations to FGE Bill. You, sir, are on pole position for our season opener, round 1 of Bahrain here in Division 3. You take bragging rights and the advantage at the start. Wow, what a Grand Prix we're going to have on our hands. Strategy will play a factor. Wear on the tyres will play a factor. Pit stops will play a factor. Hopefully penalties don't play a factor. I'll try and keep myself from revealing them. Here is your order then for the top 10. FGE Blow starts on pole position. I will fill you in the rest as soon as the screen pops up and lets me do that. Top 10. FGE Bill on pole position, joined on the front row by AMG Vader, Williams and a Mercedes. On the front row, a bounding room goes third, Gaudy Jono fourth, and Luke Alsop in P5, the two alphas right together. So, boys, don't put on the same lap. Don't want to be holding each other up then. Adoraz in P6, Rapid Franco in P7, I'm RJ in P8, Zombies in P9, and Assassin Ghosts rounds out your top 10. Wow. The race is coming your way very, very shortly. Do stay with us or head over and check out the Div 1 boys across at Rapid Racing League. Sponsored by Silly's Shirts. You're not probably dressed until you're wearing a Silly's. We'll be back very shortly with your formation lap around Bahrain. It looks like it's a lovely evening for racing. Perhaps there'll be some rain later on. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. Looks like we've been readying up on the grid. 3, 2, 1. Waiting for players at the moment, everyone's loading in. So, your formation lap begins around Bahrain. FG Eagle on pole, AMG Vader followed by Bounding Room, Dr. Jono in P4, Luke Alsop in P5. 6 and 7 is Adoraz and Franco respectively, quickly followed by IMRG and Zombies. Assassin 23 Ghost then rounds out your top 10. P11 with a free choice of tyres is Rapid Mullet, Bridgie 16 in P12, Zani in P13, Kawasaki in P14, Cowley EU in P15, Roofer number 1 in P16, JTS down in 17th, and rounding out your grid is Kente on his debut lap. We've already had a few disqualified from the qualifying lap, and it is Kente himself. He's just left it on the grid apparently. So, let's get some lap data enabled. We'll do that. And we'll also go ahead and get the tyres up. So, all those who had a free choice chose to go into the medium compound tyre. That is interesting. I wonder what the strategies will be. Top 3 on the mediums then. It's Bahrain down to P10 on the soft. So, Bounding Room, AMG Vader and FG Evo will leave you vulnerable at the start. Let's hope we can keep it clean and keep it nice and tidy. I sincerely hope so. Follow the leader around on the formation lap. He gets everyone ready to go. Red lights here in Bahrain. European Division 3. Season opener is about to begin. Our pole sitter, FG Evo, about to take his place on the grid. All the way until JTS comes round. They are just coming round the final corner. Man in the Red Bull. I just seen Zani has left the session. Has there been a disconnect? I wonder. But we are about to get underway, so we'll jump back on board with your race leaders. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Look for a while. We're racing in Bahrain. There was a great start from the Red Bull of a Bounding Room. He's already up into P2 and alongside the Mercedes of AMG Vader, who is in the lead going into turn 1. Has everyone made it through cleanly? There's a bit of pushing and shoving. Everyone's dropping down the places. We've had a spinner already. It's one of the Alphas. It's Luke Alsop. Right, it's all happened. Bridgie 16 had a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision with Rapid Franco. Zombies is out. Rapid Franco is DNF. Luke Alsop, where did it all go wrong for you? You've lost a front wing. Bridgie then with our first penalty of the season. There's a safety car on lap 1. I told you it was going to be spicy. I didn't think it would kick off straight away. Boy, was I wrong. A Bounding Room has jumped up into P1. FG Evil has fallen right down the order. Was there contact? Was there not? NG Vader in P2, Dr. Jono in P3, Assassin Ghost in P4. RJ's jumped up a lot of places off the start. Kudos to him. Rapid Franco is out. Is Zombies out? He is. Safety car. Cowley EU. He does have a win. Luke Alsop does not have a win. So we'll come back to you once everyone catches up to the safety car then. Just to see who boxes and who doesn't. Who's got damage and who hasn't. So, wow. What a start. Congratulations to Rapid Franco and Zombies. They're out on lap 1 at the first corner. Looks like most of the leaders are absolutely fine. Assassin Ghost has to pit. IMRG has to pit. Is that tyres or is it Is it front wings? Let's have a look and see. Assassin Ghost? Nope, just tyres. Medium compound goes on there for him. What about RMRJ? He did need a new wing. Roofer's in. Kente's in. Luke Allsop's in. Adoraz is in, I think, just for tyres. Yeah, so we're going to have a bit of a mixed up order then under the safety car, and hopefully we can let them go. We've got 29 laps of this Grand Prix. We're going to have at least a few of them around the safety car, and hopefully no more. Browning Room leads us, as does AMG Vader from P2, Dr. Jono in P3, Rapid Mullet in P4, GTS in P5, Bridgie in P6, Denis Kawasaki in P7 P8, Cowley EU and Assassin Ghost in P9 and 10. I'm RJ, then in P11, closely followed by Adoraz in P12, Roofer number 13 in, Roofer number 1 in P13. Luke also, again, where did it all go wrong? Down in P14, I think he may have been slamming into the back of someone, or someone hit the brakes when he didn't expect it, or we'll have to take a look at that restart. There was a lot to be looking out for that I may have missed. Kente in P15, and FGE Bull, the man on pole, is now down to dead last by the end of the first lap. Swings and roundabouts. This is going to be a spicy championship, and it's only lap 2 of the first race. Rapid Hendo is going to be a busy man by the looks of things. One man with a penalty, Bridgie 16. He got a severe collision with Rapid Franco. That's probably what's led to his DNF. And the penalty then, wasn't that Aston Martin safety car just looked beautiful. We have to admire that as well. And give it its spot in the sunlight. Shall we say, since we're under the lights here in Bahrain. Just while this is on, just want to reiterate again, this is sponsored by Sully Shirts. If you are not wearing a Sully, you're not properly dressed, as they say. Division 1 is live across on the main Twitch channel, Rapid Racing League. With Rapid Ryan, he is your commentator across there, so please do give them a check out and see how those guys are getting on around the same circuit. Bahrain is also their season opener. That'll be a hotly contested division as well. All slows down and neutralises around Division 3. It'd be interesting if we could get some replays of the turn 1, lap 1 incident. Fortunately, we don't have that facility here. This isn't Sky F1, and you can't press the red button on your Sky Q remote because, yeah, it doesn't work for us, unfortunately. Safety car, lap 3. What can we do? Safety car is in this lap then, so will there be changes? It's a long straight down towards the 5-second time penalty for JTS for collision under the safety car, as a bounding room is about to get us going again. When does he go? When? Here we go. 5-second penalty for FG Bill and Luke Allsop as they're touching each other. RJ swapping positions with Adoraz. Cowley EU is falling down the order as well, as is Kawasaki. He's up into P7. Kawasaki, go on. This is an interesting battle that we're going to watch here. There's another yellow flag at turn 1. Bridgie, this is an interesting battle as the Alpine goes wide. He's lost 2 places then to both McLarens, possibly a third to the Aston Martin. Has he got some damage? Is that why it's slow through there? Oh, we've got Cowley into the back of him. That could have caused some wing damage as they rejoin the racetrack. Oh, there's a Haas that's touching the back of Riffa. Oh, the back of there. It seems to be Bridgie 16 that's causing most of this chaos. Don't know if there's damage or if he's slow. Down there's a collision again. He is touching everybody in proximity order. He must have some wing damage of some sort. Everyone then filtering through. Position stabilising. Half a minute chasing down Dr. Jono, who is himself chasing down AMG Vader, so we'll stay on board with this. Dr. Jono right on the back of the Mercedes. Look also up, looking to get past RJ. Can he do it? Yes, he has got past him. He's looking to get past FGE Bill next, if he can. Who's going to break the latest? It's FGE Bill on Cowley. Is that a double overtake? That was absolutely fantastic. Clip that and send that to Yarno. Wow. That was incredible. Absolutely fantastic there from Bridgie 16. We then have, it is Adoraz overtaking his teammate Kawasaki up into turn 4. A bounding rim still leads. He's got a 1.7 lead over AMG Vader. Oh no, what is happening here? It's all changing. One of the McLarens goes wide. Kawasaki loses out a few places then as Assassin Ghost goes through. GTS very wide, keeps it out of the barrier there. Careful when you're rejoining the track, you almost took out Assassin Ghost. Rapidendo might want to have a look at that as well. We've got the McLaren behind. FG will in a nice battle. Kawasaki going along with him. Who's the closest then? Rapid Mullet. Oh, there's a Mercedes spinning out of control. It is AMG Vader. Remodeling the nice polystyrene boards. Careful when you're rejoining the track. I know you'll be ghosted, but still, guys, can we be careful of that, please? It is in the rules. There is a Mercedes going. There's a. The FGE Bill has lost another wing. In the Williams, he's going slow. DRS then enabled for the first time in the race on lap 6. He'll be boxing for a new wing. FGE Bill, RJ dropping down the order. Zani is also in pits. Oh, speeding in the pit lane. FGE Bill 5-second time penalty then. And Kawasaki gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. It's all kicking off. I need a few extra people to help me out with this. If this is going to be like this every week, I'm going to be out of breath by lap 10. And there's 29 minutes to go in this specific Grand Prix. RJ. He jumps the two gentlemen that headed to pit. There's a McLaren in the wall. It's Kawasaki. He is out of this Grand Prix. And for the second time in the last 6 laps, there is a safety car at Bahrain. And this is going to throw the strategy wide open. Kawasaki, what happened? What has happened there with Kawasaki? That was absolutely incredible. I think he might have just lost it on the corner. We'll see if we can find out from him. I think Adoraz has just overtook someone under the safety car. Yeah, he's letting them back though. A few people are all swapped in positions. Guys, can we just keep it calm? There's a safety car period. Let's stay where we're meant to be. Jelt's overtaking JTS overtaking Cowley EU. Cowley EU, can we just get right back into the same place? A bounding room, you're racing to then, he pits. So, Rapid Mallet will lead the field after the safety car period. A few of the guys coming into the pits then. Wow, this throws it all wide open. I wonder what has happened with Callum, Kawasaki himself. I'm very, very curious to find out. Lots to debrief. Lots and lots to debrief, it would seem. So, I'm just going to wait till everyone sort of bunches up and then we'll run down the order just to find out what the state of play is. Because a lot of things have happened. I don't want to reveal penalties because they could play a big part in this later on today. Once the field bunches, we'll run down the order and let you know how it's going. Standing room has dropped down to P8 though from first place. I am curious to find out the strategies that everyone's looking to go on. I'm sure they will all come to light eventually. Here you go then. He had such a good qualifying and then bang, down to last place. We've had 3 retirees from the session. Rapid Franco first, very closely followed by followed by Zombies, and then Kawasaki. I'm still trying to find out from him exactly what happened. So, let me give you a rundown of the order then. Rapid Mullet, he is leading the pack now from P1. Assassin Ghost up in P2. We have Adoraz in P3, JTS in P4, Luke Allsop from pretty much last all the way up to P5. Congratulations to you, sir. Where did it all go right for you? He's just received a 5-second time penalty. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the commentator's curse. However, P6 then, Kente, climbing the ranks for our debut driver in the AlphaTauri. Reserve driver for Division 3. Standing room has lost the place to Kente. What was going on? Maybe some jostling there anyway. Ruffer in P8, Kelly in P9, I'm RJ in P10, Dr. Jono in P11, Zani in P12, AMG Veda in P13, Bridgie 16 in P14, and FG Ebo and P15. That is a state of play. So hopefully we can get the safety car cleared away pretty quickly. I think Ruffer has been given a few time penalties for colliding people under the safety car. Rapid Head Honcho will be a busy man, as will the other stewards in the European side of the Rapid Racing League after this race. I am sure of it. Thankfully, I'm not a steward, so I don't have to deal with that safety car in this lap according to race control. Something that every Hamilton and Mercedes fan will be dreading looking at the moment, probably still sour from Abu Dhabi, but we won't talk about that controversy. Plenty of controversy in this race from lap 1. We're only on lap 8. My goodness. Rapid Mullet, when's he going to go? Warming those tyres up. He's followed very closely then by Assassin Ghost. When does Mullet go? The line's fast approaching. He's went. He's got a little bit of a jump on him. Adoraz following Ghost then. Is he going to try and make a move into turn 1? He is going to go for the dive bomb. No. Yes, he is. Assassin Ghost left plenty of room for him. That is excellent driving from him. Very well done. Ooh, just taps the back of him then. A bounding room has overtaken Luke Allsop on the restart. Dr. Jono, AMG Veda all over the back of Luke Allsop as well into turn 4. Luke was a little bit wide. Most people on the hard compound tyre then. FG goes flying past Dr. Jono. Kelly EU goes flying past Dr. Jono. They're side by side to the S's. A lot of room given. Very respectful driving there. I'm RJ looking to come down and around the outside. Potential switch back on Kelly EU. Can he get in there? No, he can't. Bridgie 16 over the back of RJ as well. So, lots of places. We've got the FG though on the roads going wide. Oh. The two Red Bulls having a coming together in the middle of the straight. Gilles, whoa! GTS brakes way early at that corner. Luckily, Kente can avoid him. Bounding room then. He is on the medium compound tile as he flies round this. Maybe gambling on an extra safety car. We've got the McLaren of Adoraz fighting Assassin Ghost then down towards the last. Will he go for it? This battle has lasted the whole lap. He does get past, but Assassin Ghost will have a better run out of the corner and a little bit more ERS to play with. Let me just get the telemetry up. Yeah, his ERS is on. Assassin Ghost does retake P2. All the while, Rapid Mullet strives away ahead. Late on the brakes then is Adora around the outside of Assassin Ghost. And he retakes P2. There's a yellow flag in Sector 1. It's AMG Vader. He's falling down the order. We're falling back down the pack. There's time penalties. I don't know how many were served under the safety car. I don't like to look at penalties because we want to see the ends of that. Oh, Sydney! And FGE though getting very, very close there. That was a nice overtake though. As the guys go around there. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to quickly pause it, but I'll be 2 seconds because I am going to have a guest commentator. We're going to have a little bit of a debrief live with the main man, Kawasaki himself. He'll be joining me on comms very, very shortly. We'll get him set up. Always good to have an extra voice. You don't want to be listening to me all night. Unfortunately for you guys, it's another Scottish bloke. So you're going to have to make do. Welcome, Mr. Kawasaki to the commentary box. Please make sure you've ticked include my audio at the top of the party screen. As Rapid Mullet goes ahead and takes the fastest lap. Never mind, a bounding room takes the fastest lap, 1:31.7. There's a yellow flag. It is FG Evil. Has he had a spin? He has had a spin. I don't know if there was contact with anyone else. Kawasaki, just while we're talking about spinning and crashing, what happened?
Yeah, I was maybe pushing a little bit too hard to try and back up with some people that had just overtaken me, and too many wheels on the curb, I think. I spun myself out in turn 4 and into the barrier on the inside.
Yeah, turn 4 and turn 12 on the inside curbs. If you get on them, you will be up in the wall, and it's not a good day out.
No.
As we watch Assassin Ghost try and complete the switchback on a bounding room, this will be an excellent move. You can pull it off, but he's going to have to go around the long way, and a bounding room squeezes him off the track. There has been a few circuits. Oh, right to the back of him from Assassin Ghost. Yeah, you don't want to be Matty Hendo at the moment because he's going to be busy in the steward room later on today, I would imagine. There's been quite a number of things happening in the early going. This has been a very, very spicy race 1. The 3 retirees then, Rapid, Franco and Zombies at lap 1, turn 1, then yourself, Cal. A few laps later, Bridgie picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Luke Alsop is a man with a lot of warnings, but I don't know how many because he could have served a few under the safety car. Cowley EU using his ERS as Zeni. So, Rapid Mullet extends his advantage out front. 2.4 seconds, 2.6 seconds, 2.7 seconds, 2.8 seconds. It keeps going up over and over and over again to Adoraz. But a bounding room with DRS is getting close to that McLaren. He's depleted his battery store in the hunt for him. As we watch Dr. Jono battling Zani around the outside. Zani is on the soft compound tires. I think there's a little bit of a touch because Jono is falling back behind Cowley EU now. Go through. Oh, just missing the back of Cowley. Bounding room. 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. We knew the penalties were coming thick and fast, even, but they're certainly coming now.
Choose the battle between him and Solace.
Solace up front, or Adoraz. Don't know how many people who were playing this game were affected by the ban wave, stroke glitch, stroke thing that happened after the maintenance today. Some of these guys are playing on secondary accounts, so that's why the game of tags will look slightly different. Hopefully, Cody's can get that resolved in time. a bounding room. We're going to jump on board with him as he is going to have DRS and ERS to fight Adoraz. Hopefully, we're going to have a nice battle into turn 1. Zani sets the fastest lap of the race on softs. Oh, contact wheel banging. I think he's through, although we've got him coming back with DRS down this straight. Weaving everywhere. Down into turn 4. Doesn't fancy it. Doesn't fancy it. So he's going to stick behind him and hopefully get DRS down the main straight again, although Assassin Ghost is catching pretty quickly as FG Real gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I'm watching the battle between IMRJ and AMG Vader at the moment, Cal. AMG Vader and RJ both on the hard compound tyre. I don't want to look at penalties, but I think this order could jump around when it comes to the end of it. Assassin Ghost and Solace having a nice battle. Doraz into, I think that's turn 11 or turn 11.
I'll not make any comment about the number of penalties that people have got, but I may have looked at it. But yeah, there's an interesting mix of tyres going on in the midfield as well, so that might come into it. Strategies are going to be really interesting as we get into the race.
Doraz just gets a 3-second time penalty there. I said at the start of the whole stream, I said in Division 3 they're racing for the first time on the long format qualifying, which will throw strategy into play. Boy, was I right, because everything's changing. Here goes Adoraz then on the Aston Martin of Assassin Ghost, flies past with DRS, but perhaps Assassin Ghost will just jump on board with him for the moment. Can he get past? I can see Kenty and Zani battling away. We'll get to that in just a moment.
So Dr. Jono battling with both the Mercedes going to turn 1 as well.
Jump on board with this then. It's Kelly EU, Dr. Jono. Kelly should have the tyre advantage on those softs. Can he go around the outside of Dr. Jono? Defensive manoeuvres from him. I'm RG getting involved in this 4-car battle. Bridgie 16 is almost involved as well.
Yeah,
I
there's
want to watch it from RG's perspective.
4 quick guys who like to have an aggressive battle that are within half a second of each other.
Absolutely. Positions are swapping about all over the place. I'm on board at the moment with AMG Vader. He's managed to stay ahead of RMRJ. It's just going to be one big DRS train down here, isn't it?
Certainly looks that way. This isn't the only very close battle that's going on at the moment, but it's certainly one that's got the biggest
like I said earlier,
chances of something exciting happening here.
So we can't jump around and find everybody. I am doing my best, but if you do see an interesting moment, do give us a shout. Here goes Zani on Kenty down into the last corner. Zani on the on the faster tyres. Leaves just enough room. Oh, I don't know who got DRS in that one. It was not Zani. So Kenty's going to come back at him. I don't know if this young man is using ERS assist or not, but his energy store is sitting at 96%, and he probably could have got past if he used a little bit of it there. So maybe it's strategy, maybe it's assist, who knows.
Cowley in at the pits at the moment, swapping onto some fresh mediums.
Yeah, he was on the as GTS joins him as well, so we'll wait to see what kind of tyres he goes on to. Up to Jono then, holds on to his PA and still battling away with the MG Vader. I think these two are going to swap positions for most of this Grand Prix.
Bridgie and FG Bill just having a little battle. Coming over here. Turn 6.
Yeah, that is interesting. We'll stay on board with FG Bill. Closer down towards turn 9 and 10. He does go through and he will have the DRS. Leaves the space on the inside. That is exactly what we want to see. That is good, fair and clean racing from FG Bill. And he pulls away from Bridgie with that DRS. I'm interested to see the battle between Assassin Ghost and Adoraz in front, because it's going to be another long straight of DRS to try and catch. I believe they're both on the medium compound tyre, which they are. I think he's just a little bit too far back to make him move into turn 1. I could be wrong though, because he is gaining on them, McLaren. No, it's just going to be a little bit too far back at the moment. A bounding room then. 3 seconds adrift from our race leader, Rapid Millet. He's had a fairly quiet and fairly uneventful race.
Yeah, he seems to just be keeping himself out the front, which is...
Chivo's had a spin at turn 1 onto the infield. To track safely, that's what we want to do. We've had a few cars rejoin and run safely. Luckily we've got ghosting on to avoid collisions. Otherwise, Cal, it wouldn't have just been the three of you that DNF. There would have been a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, I managed to get quite lucky avoiding all the chaos in turn 1. I'm surprised with what I saw anyway when I was coming past that there weren't more people victim of that, because it looked like quite a big shunt.
About 7 cars had to pit at the end of that, and also 2 DNF, Rapid Franco and Zombies.
Yeah.
We've done really well to get himself up into the top 10. Did Zombies? It was an excellent Q2 lap for him right at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. When you were talking about the qualifying being the full qualifying sessions for us now with the Q1 to 3, I think there was a couple of people who were maybe not so much out in Q3 but lower down in Q2 that you would have expected to definitely get through into the top 10 shootout and didn't.
That's it. I think a lot of the guys who were on the medium compound tyre as watched the knee then straight into the box must have pit assist on, because he was flying in there and he didn't get a penalty for it. Maybe that's something the stewards need to review. Is it fair that you can just fly into the pit box without consequence? Interesting. Something for them to debate on their podcast, perhaps. As we watch RMRG all over the back of AMG Vader, he will have DRS.
FG Bill coming in the pits as well.
The Mercedes, FG Bill does pit. Thought about moving to the inside of RG. He is a quick driver. He does have pace. We know he does have pace. But he can't get past the Mercedes on this occasion. GTS gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I don't know how many pit stops FG Bill has made, but I think it's a fair few. Let's have a quick look at Race Director.
He has
stops.
made 3.
3 pit stops. So a couple of guys that have made that.
Yeah, Ruffer.
Away has joined for a bit of spectating. I just wanted to say his name, to be honest. He is a very quick driver. You're a good man. Welcome. You're more than welcome to jump in and spectate. Remember, guys, Division 1 is currently going on as well around Bahrain on the Rapid Racing League Twitch channel. Please go ahead and join Rapid Ryan over there if you want to check out how the best of the best in this league are performing around their season opener. But right here on Rapid Racing Extra, it is Division 3. There's a yellow flag in Sector 2. I think it's Ruffer. Yep, he's off into the gravel. Trying to keep it from spinning. Comes back onto the track fairly safely.
He's lost his front wing, so I don't know whether he's maybe had to come in together with somebody.
I think he might have, but he's just got a 3-second time penalty. Probably struggling to keep the car within track limit.
Yeah, he's
the use of his front wing. Waders went wide. RJ thought about it. On the hard tyres, it is difficult to overtake them here.
It is, the mixture of corners as well and the unusual sort of braking zones, so like come down into the hairpin for turn 10, you think any other circuit would be a great overtaking opportunity, but around here you mess your braking up and you could end up taking yourself out, taking out the person you're trying to overtake, or yeah, if you're really lucky you might get an overtaking around there.
A few people have been coming together into that corner, especially those that have been going to the back of people. Cowley EU is in AI at the moment. I think he's having a lot of connection issues.
Ruffer on his way into the pit lane there was very, very close to hitting the end of the pit wall.
Is that right? Well, careful. You don't want to be taking yourself out of the Grand Prix if you can avoid it. Abounding Room has closed the gap up a little bit then to Rapid Millet. It was 2.7 seconds, it's now only 1.3.
He was over 3 seconds at one point.
I wonder if Rapid Millet has just been saving those tyres. We do have 10 laps remaining in the Grand Prix, and those mediums will be getting a bit worn. He sits the fastest lap at 1:30.6. We've got RG again on AMG Vader, but AMG Vader does pick up the toll and the DRS from Dr. Johnny as he is now. he's moved up in the world.
Recently rebranded.
He has recently rebranded, you are correct. Among other things. FGE Wheel 129.2. He's on the soft compound tyre, so can he make up a few places? Coming up to the back of Cowley, who's on the medium, so we'll stay on board with him for a few corners. He will have the DRS, so can he get the move done into turn 4 then? Not using his overtake. A lot more confident on the brakes there, on those softs, but will they last to the end of the Grand Prix? That is the key.
Well, they want
a few spins as well. Oh, down into the hairpin. He does get past Cowley, so that's job done. He has got 22 seconds to catch up on Zanido, which is quite difficult. I'm RJ, still trying to get past. AG Vader. We've got a lot of action in the pits. Then Rapid Mullet has it boxed, and he's formed an order. As has a bounding room. So
yeah.
this throws it around a little bit, but Assassin Ghost out in front, leading the race from Luke Allsop, and then Kente is up into the podium places, just in front of Dr. Jono. Kente has absolutely blown me away, and could end up being my driver of the day today. Personally, how do you feel, Carl?
Yeah, if he can see it out to the end of the race, and certainly in the top point scoring positions, having started last place, then absolutely.
Excellent points for hospitality as well. Remember folks, Luke does have penalties. We've seen him have our coming together with a few people under the safety car. So
somebody just run really wide at turn 10, I think it was that.
Bridgie 16 struggling on those hards as Donaz comes past. I'm pretty sure he's going to slip up the outside.
Yeah,
he's been squeezed off the track.
On fresh soft, he was always going to be winning there with the DRS over.
Certainly was. Bridgie tried to squeeze him off the track, but he overtook him. I think that counts as a fair overtake because of the squeezing, even though technically it was off the track where he overtook him. Amaji then has finally got past AMG Vader. I'm really sorry I missed that, and has a little bit of overtake here to try and set about the back of Dr. Jono. What has happened then? Luke Allsop and Assassin Ghost have both pitted. So, Kente is leading this Grand Prix from Dr. Jono.
He's going to have a rampant Dr. Jono chasing down on him now.
He certainly has, but Dr. Jono's got a rampant IMRG. He's went for a dive bomb at the inside. They've had her coming together. It was a late move, it was a fair move, the door was open, Dr. Jono closed the door pretty quickly. Hopefully none of them have taken damage, but it's allowed a bounding room, and Vader, who are all they're fighting and they're going off the track. This is going to get tasty. I'm going to stay on board with AMG Vader here at the moment.
Rapid Muley was definitely the winner out of that attempted move there.
Yeah, made up room does positions. Go through. 3-second time penalty for Adora, as Kente still leads 1.7 seconds from Dr. Jono. And Margie then, we can set about the back of Dr. Jono. He's very closely followed by Rapid Miller on those fresh soft compound tyres. The guys in front are going to be vulnerable to the boys on soft. Here goes Rapid Miller then on Margie, gets himself up into P3 into the podium places, makes the move stick. Almost runs into the bounding room then, trying to get past Margie as well. I think the real battle for the lead could be coming between the bounding room and Rapid Miller as he tries to go past Gory Jono and does with the upper DRS. Let's just quickly look at
this could get tasty going into T1. Oh, he's contact.
The back of a bounding of the back of Rapid Mullet.
Do you know what, he held that quite well there?
He did hold that quite well, but it has cost him places. Gory Jono fighting with RJ then. As they go into turn 4, both of them on the hard compound tyre.
Bounding room's coming back quickly already. It's 3-second penalty for a bounding room.
Bounding room, 3-second time penalty.
Somebody else got a penalty before that as well, just flashed up really quickly before it got replaced by a bounding room's getting his.
Yeah. There's a yellow flag in sector 2, I don't know who it's for.
I will tell you when I
Dr. Jono
find them.
has been. There's a safety car. Someone's DNF. It's Roofer. Roofer's out.
Ah,
Oh my goodness. This has thrown it completely wide open now.
this will
Oh,
with 7 laps left.
Dr. Jono has hit the back of a bounding room and lost the front wing. I think there's a little late challenge in the brakes maybe from bounding room. I don't know. But Dr. Jono's going to have to box for a new wing. He's probably going to box anyway for fresh softs because he's on those hard. He would have been vulnerable to anyone behind. Kente, I want to see if he's going to stay out. I think he'll box. Chooses to stay out on the hards. He'll have Rapid Mullet right behind him, bounding room. He goes into the pits, as does Dr. Joe. That was close on the entry, was it not, boys? He'll be needing an air wing. And RJ boxes. Assassin Ghost on those mediums, he stays out. So he'll gain a few places from the guys that boxed.
I think Kenty's in a really unfortunate position. So he was kind of damned if he did and damned if he didn't with the pit stop there. He's staying out on nearly 20 lap old hards against Rapid Muley on the pretty brand new softs. Or if he pits, he's losing the positions anyway. So there's no great situation for him here.
You may as well stay out and hope the safety car takes a few laps off of the guys behind you. Careful, don't hit the back of the safety car. I believe this is safety car number 3 of this Grand Prix. Wow. I'm almost losing my breath on this one. So then, the order as it appears, Kenty out in front in P1 on the old hard compound tyres. Rapid Mullet behind him on the fresher, quicker soft compound tyre. In P3 then on the softs as well is Adoraz. However, he does have at least a 3-second time penalty, possibly more, depending on what has happened. I think it's more than that, but I don't want to check them. Assassin Ghost in P4 then, he doesn't have any penalties, but he is on the medium compound tyre. Look also on fresh softs. Behind him, he will have some time penalties as well. AMG Vader, Dr. Jono, I'm RJ, and Zani all boxed for fresh softs. As for the bounding room, he does have some time penalties, as does Bridgie, who's on softs. FG Evo is also got time penalties, but he's on the mediums. Cowley is on the softs, and GTS with penalties is on the hard compound tyres down in P14. A very, very, very interesting race.
The other thing long game for the season take into consideration just now, and it may not be decided by a point at the end of the season, but at the moment there's not going to be a point given for fastest lap, with FGE Bills being the holder of the fastest lap at the moment. He's in 12th place.
That is right. However, that may change as a lot of the guys are just pitting for fresh softs.
This is
less fuel.
This is true.
And some DRS potentially, depending on when the safety car comes in. Hopefully, it will be this lap. You say it doesn't go down to the last race long for the season. You might not be thinking about that now. Division 3 and Division 4 last year did go down to the final race in Abu Dhabi.
Very true.
So you never know. If you're thinking about a championship, which a lot of these drivers will be, you definitely want to maximise points wherever you can and play the smart game. DNFs will cost you a hell of a lot of points in this league now that we're filling the grid.
Absolutely tell you that is true.
Absolutely. Thank you very much to the 21 viewers that are in the race just now. Kenty has nearly went straight to the back of the safety car again. Careful with the weaving, boys. We'll just keep things nice and calm. We are sponsored by Sully Shirts, so you're not going to be dressed until you're wearing a Sully's. Rapid Racing League on Twitch is where Division 1 is currently being streamed by my co-star, if you will, Rapid Ryan. Why is RJ falling down the order? What is happening? There's a lot of positions swapping about. Illegal overtakes, etc., etc. A bounding room gets a 5-second time penalty for a collision with Zani, who'll also pick up the time penalty, I would imagine, as well. No, he hasn't. So, the game must have thought it was just a bounding room's fault then.
Can't see any reason why RJ may have dropped the order there.
just avoiding people.
Quite possibly, but he has fallen down at least 2 positions. Oh, yeah.
I don't know what's just happened, because on my screen, Cal, the safety car has pulled over and stopped at the end of Sector 3, but we're under racing conditions.
Certainly mine still says that we're behind the safety car, but yeah, the safety car looks like it's stopped on the...
race pace. The
yeah.
safety car has stopped on track. I apologise to you viewers, but I am a little bit confused by this. Let's stay on board with Rapid Mullet then. Nobody's changed positions yet, so I can't tell if overtaking is allowed. This is bizarre. Welcome to Bizarro World on Twitch.tv. Yeah, that's an interesting... Cal, I've never seen this before. I don't really know what to say about that.
Let me go and see if I can...
it's just our side.
Let me see if I can find out for you. Made it fast.
It certainly looks like... I mean, Kenty's pulling away on those hard, so I don't think the guys are pushing too hard. I don't think they can overtake yet. I could be wrong. I'm just going to join on board with, as Cal leaves us. There is the safety car out on track. And it's moved again. This is... I have never seen that before, ladies and gentlemen. I have never personally seen this before. But we are under the safety car. It has picked up the guys again and seen around. We're swapping places all over the place. I have never seen it where the safety car just parks on the right hand side of the racetrack. Lap 26 as we go on to now, under safety car. Hopefully it does go in this lap and get a few laps for racing in. I am absolutely perplexed by what has happened there. Matt Hendel, if you're watching this back or watching, I'm just getting my co-commentator back in the Xbox Live Party so he can join us. I've never seen that before. Kenty has just been disqualified from the session. Wait a minute. Cal, please enable your audio. Half the field have just been DNF'd.
Half the field has just been DNF'd? Oh, there's been... Yeah. What has just happened? Sorry, what has just happened? I was coming back.
Ignoring yellow flags. Ignoring yellow flags. Half the field has been DNF'd. Matty Hendel might need to get involved with this one.
So...
And potentially doing a count back. The guys are getting disqualified left, right and centre and penalties. Severe collisions. We've got people ignoring yellow flag
From
penalties.
the looks of it, RJ was slowing down there.
Where is the safety car?
The safety car stopped. The safety car stopped at the end of. So.
And we've had people getting disqualified. I'm just going to quickly message Matty Hendel.
From my fact-finding mission, going and speaking to Alfa Romeo there was a collision. Somebody crashed behind the safety car, and all the drivers were told to overtake the safety car and then form up behind it again on the next lap. But there was chaos after that.
I'm going to recommend a count back to Matt because that's not fair.
Yeah.
I'm going to say lap 26.
Yeah.
Because we had Kenty leading this race.
You maybe want to go back to.
Maybe
want to go back to when the safety car slowed down the first time and instructed everybody to come past it, because I think the chaos all became after that. They weren't under race conditions, I don't think.
That's right. It has picked up Adaraz now, but it's moving again here on lap 27. So if it's going to go in, it needs to get a shift on. Or we're only going to have one lap of racing really around here.
Yeah.
I have absolutely no idea. I've never seen this before in the F1 2021 game. For the stewards, in the first race of the season, I don't know how you police that because, Rapid Mullet and Kenty have done absolutely nothing wrong from my perspective there. They just got disqualified immediately for no reason. this is... I don't really know. Race control, safety car in this lap, so the remaining 12 drivers will have their go at overtaking. All of them but 2, Assassin, Ghost and RJ, have penalties. Although RJ is in AI, I believe.
He's also a long way back.
He's a long way back. When does Adoras go? 5-second time penalty for FGE Bill. Severe collision with AMG Vader. Adoras went, but crucially, Assassin Ghost has got a bit of a good run on him. Look, Allsop's behind him. Late braking into the turn. Oh, it's all kicking off now. Look, Allsop in the P3. Oh, Assassin Ghost touches the hash as he rejoins the track. This is all absolutely went crazy. Never a dull moment on Rapid Racing Extra. Oh, my pick for driver of the day goes out the window. It's disqualified for absolutely nothing, as did Rapid Mark. So then the main battle then is between Luke Allsop and Adoras. Top 4 all have penalties. Yeah. Assassin Ghost dropping back in the order, I think, just because of those old medium compound tyres. Adoras went wide, so it looks going to have a good run down towards turn 11. Zani currently up into the podium places. Cowley EU chasing after Dr. Jono then, who's used a lot of ERS for this first lap. As we come round on the penultimate lap through turn 12, Luke Allsop only 4 tenths behind Adoras, who went a bit wide there. Zani taking an interest in line, Dr. Jono right behind him. The field sort of stabilised a little bit then by the safety car. Thought Abu Dhabi was controversial.
That's controversy at the first race of the season.
Yeah. Absolutely. Cowley EU all over the back of Dr. John, who's going to brake later. Well, Cowley has Zani in front of him, so he can't really brake that hard. Dr. John does get past Zani
there.
As Cowley has just taken out Zani on the last lap. Yeah, I think Cowley will be at fault for that one personally. Can't do anything for the stewards, but that is ridiculous. He did take him out, Cal, would you agree?
I only saw the back end of the incident, if I'm honest with you. But yeah,
he just came across, cut off, didn't leave any space, and then obviously there's nothing Zani could do. He just hit side of him, went in the wall. But Adoras went wide. Luke gonna have a nice run now down towards turn 12. It is the last lap of the race. A bounding room gets a 3-second time penalty, as does JTS. Luke thinking about the outside line. I don't know how this is going to play out because they've all got penalties, so I don't know where the field's going to jump around. I'm just waiting for the last, as is everybody else. Look right behind Adoras then as we come down towards the line. Adoras, slightly less ERS, there's a yellow flag in sectors 1, 2 and 3 on my screen. Look, brave on the brakes, down towards the last corner. It's a last lap overtake. Oh no, it's not.
No, he's not got him.
Adoras goes through, both of them run out of ERS. Across the line, checker flag falls. Luke Allsop jumps up into P1. Dr. Jono takes P1. Assassin Ghost about to cross the line. He jumps up into P2. So, Dr. Jono takes the first win of the season in Division 3. Assassin Ghost on the podium with him in P2. Alfa Romeo
looks like I'm due somebody a t-shirt.
Got a double podium. You are due someone a t-shirt. That is incredible. So as it stands,
ATS for driver of the day.
Dr. Jono has won the first race of the season. Let's take a look at this board. Dr. Jono with 5-second time penalty takes P1. Assassin Ghost from 10th on the grid to P2. Luke Allsop 5th on the grid to P3. So Alfa Romeo running away with the constructors on this evidence. P4 then for Adoras, AMG Vader in P5, JTS in P6, Bridges 16 in P7, FG Eagle in P8, Cowley EU in P9. Shall we get the three boys in for a bit of a for a bit of a podium interview? What do we reckon?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll invite Luke in. We'll invite Assassin Ghost in and Gordy Jono in. Hello, Luke.
Oh, let's not even start.
Hello, Assassin Ghost. Welcome to the podium ceremony. Hello, Dr. Jono. Can you all do me a favour and please make sure you go on mute if you're not talking, and then go up to the top of the party chat and click include my audio so everyone can hear you on stream. Thank you. So, Cal, thank you very much for joining me in the comments box.
That's
but
quite all right.
It's time for the podium interviews. That was a crazy race for the whole time, and I've run out of breath. So, let's start with P3 then. Luke, how was your race this evening?
It were a nightmare.
It was a nightmare. So, you got spun at turn 1, is that right?
Spun at turn 1, yep.
Yeah, spun through turn 1. I believe you lost your front wing and had to box for that off the start.
Yep.
What happened there? Was it just
I was going around inside and just got cut straight off. But it don't matter.
Carnage into turn 1. But good recovery up to P3.
Yeah, and then
how are you feeling about the season then? So, the constructors taking a lot of points.
it looks good.
Jono.
I wasn't expecting third because I had a 10-second time penalty at end of race.
Yeah, so it looks like there was a few collisions behind the safety car.
Oh, it was a nightmare. First safety car.
First
safety car, someone went flying into the back of me. Second safety car, that roof number 1 went like full speed into the back of me, which sent me into the car in front. So that was my 15-second time penalties.
Yeah.
And I had no wings, so I had to box again. And yeah.
I believe, was it 3 pit stops you made?
Yep.
4?
Three, I think.
3. 2 wing changes and then onto the softs towards the end.
That soft one with a 5-second penalty as well.
Yeah, so you would have been serving that. If you do have any clips, I'm sure Matty Hendel would love to see them.
Can't clip, I've got no button on my wheel.
Well, I caught a few things on stream, so feel free to watch it back.
Yeah, I've seen a few things on stream that happened with me.
But well done today, P3. That was an excellent job. Congratulations.
Thank you. Well done, Jonah, for the win.
There we go. So, P2 then for Assassin Ghost. Welcome to the podium, sir. How was your race? Yeah, it was really harsh. From my point of view, from where I was sitting, they did nothing wrong and just got disqualified due to a glitch. Yeah, I have recommended to Matt that he review it just to see, but obviously he's one of the stewards, and we'll see what happens there. Second place. Definitely. Your quality lap was actually really good. I was on board for one of them, and you were just nailing it. Absolutely nailing it. That's it. Definitely. Very, very consistent from you. So hopefully you can keep that up through the season, and maybe, just maybe, have your eyes on the World Drivers' Championship when it comes down to it. Well, P2 today, you never know. Congratulations, buddy. What a race you had. Here comes our winner, the doctor himself, Dr. Jono. Congratulations.
Evening.
You are our first winner of this season. I know you'll be delighted. How was your race?
Well, interesting. I had it all streamed, so I'll be watching it back from my perspective, but you know what they say, one man's pain is another man's gain, and I'll take that win all day long.
Ever the opportunistic doctor. So,
one thing I've got to say though, Cal, I think you owe me something, sir.
Oh, you'll be getting your t-shirt, don't you worry.
Pleased to hear it.
For those of you who don't know, prior to the session starting, Dr. Jono and Cal had a little bit of a bet between if Dr. Jono was on the top step today, Cal was to own my t-shirt. So there you go, it's on stream, it's live. It's on the internet forever, Cal. You do owe him a t-shirt. I do want to ask about that quali toll with Luke in Q2, just to get you guys through. Was that planned?
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work. You'll be seeing a lot of that throughout the season. We're in it not just for each other and individuals, but we're in it for the Constructors Championship as well, which is I'm glad that he took the steps with me. That puts us in a prime position against everyone else in the league. So watch this space.
Absolutely, there we go. Watch this space. Alfa Romeo then take the top step in the Constructors. They lead the Constructors Championship at the moment. Remind me, what's the next race?
Imola, I believe. I haven't checked either.
Imola next week. Same time, same place, Rapid Racing Extra. How are we all feeling about Imola?
Not very good.
I think, no, there's a corner that both myself and Luke love, and when I say love, we hate.
Can I interject with the correct circuit for next week's actually Spain?
Oh,
Spain.
I'm fine with Spain.
Imola in a few weeks.
Yeah, I'm fine with Spain now.
Spain, yeah, that'll be a very interesting track. It can be challenging at times.
As long as it's raining.
As long as it's not raining. Well, dynamic weather can play its part in Division 3. It is new for this season, so you never know what will happen. But congratulations to you three. Excellent race and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you, and great commentary as well, by the way, both of you.
Thank you very much from the doctor there. Cal, just a final word. Who is your driver of the day?
I know he didn't finish the race, but I'm going to give it to Kenty. He, to go from being in at the first lap of quali to leading the race until the unfortunate events towards the end, 100% it's got to be him.
Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. He had excellent strategy to pull that through. He is a reserve for Division 3, guys, if you didn't know. Hopefully, we get to see a lot more of him, and hopefully he gets his chance to battle for the race win. I don't know how it would have played out with him on the hard tyre and everyone else behind on the soft, but we never ever know. Thank you very much for joining us today on Rapid Racing Extra. Goddy Jono, I keep calling that, I'm very sorry, Doctor. Dr. Jono takes the first win. Alfa Romeo take the lead in the Constructors. It's Spain next week, same time, same place. Thank you very much. Thank you, Cal, for joining me on commentary. We'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.